I can see the hair.
Hi, and welcome back to Style by Esther's channel.
My name's Esther Ricks, and this is...
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi. Today, we're going to be recapping, reviewing, and knowing RuPaul's Drag Race.
Down Under.
Episode 6 is obviously, as you can tell, and if you've watched it, which I'm sure you have, the Makeover Challenge, which is another challenge that we would be very excited to do. Well, saying we, because Russell, is my partner in crime and he just tells me what I should do. But I am a qualified makeup artist. I have put many people in drag, including Russell a fair few times, as well as today.
This old thing.
I don't know what you look like right now on the camera, but wait till we're editing it. I think you look pretty good. Can you see the resemblance? Family resemblance? I think so.
Family resemblance sisters.
I've
the much prettier, beautiful sister. Much younger, beautiful sister. Maybe distant cousin.
You do look very pretty.
I do.
Cool.
But it's not just the makeup. I'm normally very pretty.
Oh, you exude beauty.
I've got the allure.
The allure, yes. What is behind us? Russell Brown? Where should we go, paparazzi?
Whatever.
This week, we are at a unknown location because I haven't decided yet and we couldn't think of anything. Let's get on with the show. So they're making over the boys of, I can't remember which team it is, but it's a gay rugby team in
New Zealand.
Which is great. I'm into sports, but go for it.
When we found out that
you thought it was all
Down Under was going to go to
New
Zealand, we were like, they're going to do the All Blacks. They're going to dress up the All Blacks, but they didn't. Close enough.
Well, I actually really like the fact that they got a gay rugby team because there was already that connection. They're in the gay world and in the gay community already, so that step across into drag is probably not as big a step as if it was straight guys. And it's always lovely with straight guys too, but obviously they could all connect with each other, which is one thing that the main thing that resonated with me in the workroom was the discussion which they focused on between Electra and her partner about femininity and drag and
femininity.
Feminine boys.
Is as boys as homosexuals?
Within the gay community, a sort of frowned upon.
Well, like
thing.
you do sometimes find that under the LGBTQI plus umbrella, there's segregation within our own communities, and there shouldn't be that. We should all support each other. We're family.
Yeah.
We're meant to be there for each other, not be against each other.
I'm definitely not masculine in my day-to-day boy life.
Russell
definitely isn't.
Not.
Of all,
like I've said before, I technically, if you have to label me, I fall under the non-binary umbrella label, spectrum, whatever you want to put me under. I don't really like labels, but if you had to, that's it. A lot of the times when people ask me, oh, what should I call you? They, them, he, she. I'm not offended at any. A lot of the times I just say, call me Russell. Because a lot of the times I'm just like, I'm just Russell. Sometimes I don't want a binary. I encourage people to be their true, authentic selves. Unapologetically. You could be a mask guy that likes to get his nails done. Who gives a shit? You could be a femme guy that likes to have a beard. You know what I mean? Who makes the rules? No one. Just judgmental people who like to put other people down. I say, do what you want. Be who you want to be.
And that's what I would say, that's how we're going to make progress. And that's sort of how I live my life, is like just existing, meaning existing as your true self, as whatever you want to be, confidently queer, confidently gay, confidently lesbian, confidently trans, confidently anything. Just existing in the world is making a difference. So like, it's Pride Month right now. That's how I like to show my pride, is by just being me. and authentically me, continue with the conversation in regards to gender. I've been thinking about it more recently. As a drag queen, obviously there's something inside of me that wants, that isn't all the way, as a cis male on the spectrum.
On
Do you
the
know what I mean?
spectrum.
In my day-to-day life, I don't like wearing what society says male clothes are.
Yes.
I rather something loose and comfortable or flowy or pretty. I'm the same as Russell. In drag, call me she. As a boy, you can call me whatever you want. Call me he, she, they. It doesn't affect me either way.
We're not saying that pronouns aren't important. To some people, pronouns are extremely important.
Oh, yeah.
And that is their truth, and you have to respect that. I have always liked to come from a place of education, and so when people don't understand or when people haven't met someone like myself before, I try to be open and honest, even if I may not feel comfortable with the questions, because I want their next interaction with someone like me to be better. So then spreads acceptance and standing and knowledge about our community, spreading it around the world. That's my TED Talk for today.
Thank you for listening to our TED Talk. Yes, we loved that moment in the workroom talking about a very important topic, which I think was a great thing to include in the episode. I feel like we're back on the right track in regards to a Drag Race episode. It was really, it was really wholesome, really fun. The Amelia Challenge was fun. Went for quite a while, but it was fun. And you got to see the naked voices. Well, not naked, but semi-naked voices. Manses. This episode as a whole was quite fun. So, are we going to get on to Yanang and Nayang, the runway looks?
Yes, let's get on with it.
Okay.
RuPaul comes down the runway in an UGG-inspired outfit.
That's cool.
Which, this is what I talked about previously. She should do the theme as well. Like
this isn't necessarily the theme for the episode, but it's down under.
But it is down under,
which
so
is
it's
cool.
like she's got these big UGG boots,
and an UGG body,
like heeled boots
bodysuit
and
thing.
leotard and a cool like crop jacket, and her makeup's on point today. So good on Raven for that.
Who's first?
First up on the runway, we've got Ketamine and Phetamine.
I love the matching, contrasting print. The black and white.
The black and white.
But then, at coming out, they sort of look like they're matchy-matchy, and then they take off the gowns. One polka dots, one stripes. The earrings were like opposite earrings. The makeup is really good. It's Kita's makeup done on someone else's face, and it still looks good. It doesn't look weird. Sometimes you put your face on someone else and it looks odd. What do you think?
I think Kita did very well. She probably lucked out with one of the...
He was pretty.
Yeah, well, no, not just pretty. Like, he was excited.
Oh, he was way into it.
He was so into it.
You could definitely tell Kita didn't only get across the look and the face and the makeup, but the attitude as well.
Yeah, they were both like, Kita's like fun and
yeah,
happy, not like a, well, I guess like a clown. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I'm saying like fun and happy like a clown,
Yeah, good way. Yeah, that's fine.
the
drag queens are clowns, technically.
Her sister met her energy.
If you break it down, it's 30% makeup, 33% makeup, 30% the look, and 33% is the attitude and getting across, embodying your drag character, but embodying themselves as confident drag queens, confident whatever. Confidence. For me, this is a fuck yeah.
It is a fuck yeah from me too.
I love the little... Next onto the runway, we have Electra Shock and Re-Reaction.
Woo!
We've watched a few other reviews and stuff, and some people really didn't like it. I normally say for Electra, this is good, but I think this is good no matter what. I like it.
I think she did well.
Really well.
I think she did good.
Yes, her makeup skills aren't, top notch.
Yes.
But I think the judges were really, or Michelle specifically, was really rude in saying that the makeup wasn't good enough, because it was the same makeup. It was done equally as good on each of them.
Yeah.
It looks the same.
Yeah.
Which isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Of looking the same? Or looking the same or looking like a family. Yeah. I think it looks really good. I love it. It's real, all sequins, all sparkles, super sparkly. The water pistol turned into an alien gun. I think it was cool.
I felt that this was quite elevated from the what we normally see from Elektra. I was like, this.
Surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Definitely surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow,
I was like,
that's good.
That's good. I think it fit the brief. You know what I mean?
You love your brief.
I love my brief. It's a hell yeah.
A hell yeah. Yeah, it's a hell yeah for me too. Hell yeah. What are you doing? You just looking at yourself. You love how pretty you look? Do you like it? Did I do a good job?
Yeah.
Do you feel confident?
Yeah.
We're in lockdown in Melbourne, so we can't go anywhere. So if we weren't in lockdown, we might have gone out. But this is Russell's one and only makeup other than Halloween that he would do ever. So very, very thankful that you have got pepperoni.
Yeah, usually it's once a year, and last year it was for Eurovision that we did.
You know, we were going to do a Eurovision show this year, but they actually did Eurovision. And we were so busy with this anyway. We were doing the ENRs instead. Otherwise, we would have. Maybe. No, probably not. But that's really fun. That was so much work last year. So if you want to go back and watch Eurovision, it's quite camp, in my opinion. We giggle at it.
Yeah.
And if you giggle, great. If you don't, I don't give a shit.
And next to the runway, we have Maxi Shield and Silhouette.
I love the name. Think about the names. Like, Elektra's one didn't really match her. This one doesn't really match, because she could have done something shield. I was thinking, is it bad? Did I say it?
Yes,
so,
you did.
You know, she should have done Tampon. Tamara Pon. Maxi Shield and Tampon. I think that's hilarious.
I'll be right.
I think this is really cute. I would have expected a cinched-in waist and big titties and a big ass, because that's Maxi's thing, and it would have been hilarious to see someone else as Maxi truly always is. But I can understand that Maxi probably doesn't have two of those big giant boobs because they're expensive. Even if she did want to get them in the time frame that they had to get ready, she wouldn't have been able to get one imported from wherever you buy them from.
Yeah.
Normally overseas,
I'm
America.
pretty sure the ones that she's got, they're extra big.
Maybe they're custom made. I think they could be custom. Yeah, for sure. What do you think?
It wasn't my favourite. I did see the family resemblance. I did think it's really cute. I just think what let her down was probably everyone else was doing good. Like
everyone else's was very, very, very good, and hers was good. I think it was really cute. It's obviously something that could easily fit anybody, so that's smart to do that. But yeah, a little bit simple, but I really thought it was cute. Max looked great, the pant looked great, so for me it's a nah yeah. It's still a nah yeah.
Yeah, it's a nah yeah for me as well.
Next on the runway we have Art Simone and Craft Simone. Art and Craft, what a lovely, perfect name for her to choose. Hilariously perfect. Yes. She looks great. Craft looks great. The makeup is art style of makeup, so there's the connection there. But using Priscilla costumes, you know, it's not original. I'd rather one of Art's unique looks, or a new look, something new that Art can make something new that represents her.
And they've been doing the Priscilla show for a very long time, so it is a signature look of Art's that she's done. That is Priscilla. I think there was a reference of saying that, like, you know, in reference to the queer community, Priscilla, you pick your own family. I get that. I just think that, yeah. I don't.
Do you like it or not?
If it was a Priscilla runway, yes.
Even saying that, it's still an okay look. It's not a bad look. Yes, it's a nah yeah, but no, yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's okay.
It's, you know, like, there is, you know, a certain, you know, like, you can have a concept, but if it isn't, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, nah, or nah, yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's a nah, yeah.
Nah, yeah, or yeah, nah.
It's a nah, yeah.
Nah, yeah. Very begrudging nah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nah, yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know.
You don't need to say anymore.
Next person on the runway is Scarlett Adams. And Sapphire Adams.
She had a hard one, to be honest, because he
was a man.
He was the tallest and the most broad-shouldered, straight up and down man body. I think she did really good for what
she did do a sister, but opposite colours makeup, you know, but it just wasn't flattering for her sister. Scarlett did herself a disservice by trying to force her sister to look like her because
her aesthetic, her
aesthetic.
That you know, making a cunt corset. It's called a cunt corset, FYI. So that's like a corset that goes all the way under, and
yes,
you can understand. You know, it's sort of self-explanatory. But that style, you sort of need to be. Well, you need padding, you need a waist, and you need shape to pull that off and for it to look good.
And her sister was quite masculine.
Maybe some more layers to it.
Yeah,
you know, like maybe still have the cunt corset, maybe add a gown, like this gown,
maybe like
something a bit more lush.
It was just the sister had the foxtails as well, and then she was just twirling it around like it was a
football.
You know,
rugby ball.
You know what I mean? Like, she could have done a couple of like little like, ooh, you know, the juxtaposition of rugby player as a femme burlesque starlet.
Didn't translate it.
The way he walked, the way he modelled, you know, it was a man. You know, it was a man in drag. You know, like
I'm gonna say it's a Yenna.
It's a Yenna.
Actually, because it was actually, you know, it was the foxtails. You know, that's lush and that's fab, but it was quite simple. Overall. The rest of it was very simple. And last onto the runway is Karen from Finance.
And Debbie from Reception.
And Debbie from Reception. I did the wigs for this challenge. Originally, Karen was going to wear the other wig, but then once I finished the wig she's wearing, I was like, you're probably going to want to wear this wig. This one turned out better. I like it, but to be honest, overall, other than the hair not matching, the rest was just all exactly the same, right?
You know, a lot of them were like saying carbon copy, but
well,
they could be twins.
I know.
Like,
that's what
So what's too much of a family resemblance?
Oh, there's a very
and what's not enough?
It seems like there's a very small window. It's like if it's too exact, not good enough. If it's too far apart, like arts, not good enough. But they've always done this, and it's always ended up being pretty much make a copy.
You know, Michelle saying that, like, you know, usually when they first get into drag, you want them to feel like they're glamorous and they're this. And I was like, well, if Karen did that, it would have been Debbie from Reception.
Obviously, her partner Debbie was probably maybe the shyest of the bunch. In general, I do feel out of all of them, Karen's partner wasn't as confident. You know, Karen was doing it, but I didn't feel that Debbie lived up to Karen's energy.
What I said with Kidda, like her partner had the same energy.
Yeah.
Whereas with Karen's, there wasn't the same energy. Like, Karen was overcompensating. That made the judges pick on the look a little bit more as well. Karen has a very well executed brand. But I think the judges are now getting to the point where they're like, we want to see something different.
Oh, like, yeah. Karen is not going to come out and say something like a cunt corset, like Scarlett. Like, that's never going to happen.
You know what I mean? Like,
I still want to see some décolletage and shoulders, though. She can push it a little bit.
Yeah. I think my brief, like, you know how they have the brief? I think she reached it. She did it very well.
Karen reached Russell's brief. So what do you give her?
I give her a hell yeah.
I'm going to give her a nah, yeah. Just a nah, yeah. Because through her fault or probably not, her partner wasn't as enthused or excited or didn't reach the level.
Well, that's the reason why she didn't get a fuck.
Didn't match the excitement.
And then I just think the look, and when they were showing her doing the makeup, I was like, damn.
Karen has only, gradually over the last 5 years, learned how to paint her own face. I was not sure how well she would go painting out someone else's face, but she did really good.
She did really well.
Who's your favourite of the week?
The favourite of the week is Ketamine Amphetamine.
So the top fuck yeah of the week is Ketamine and Amphetamine. They win week 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
Family realness.
Would we won?
Yes.
So that's the end of the runways. The judging happens, and the bottom two are Maxi
And Scarlett, yeah.
and Scarlett, which was I was like, earlier in the episode, they set up a scenario that Elektra said, put me in the bottom and I'll send Scarlett home. So she could do that, you know what I mean? Because they've got their little tiff going on. And we were like, oh my god, yes, perfect. Maxi's gonna stay, yes. Maxi, we get to see more Maxi. Love Maxi, amazing. And Elektra's gonna go in the bottom and then send Scarlett home. And then Maxi was in the bottom and we were so depressed.
Yeah.
And then I knew, I was like, Maxi, having been in the bottom last week,
Yeah.
she won because she's great and she had a prop gag, but she couldn't really pull out a prop gag again, which is a bit disappointing because I feel that Maxi did really well in this one as well. Just as good as she did last week, and you know, it was Scarlett's first time lip syncing, and she did some flips, so she won. I would have rather Maxi stay. Yeah.
Oh, and then, yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. Better the devil you know.
Oh, what the fuck?
Kylie freaking Minogue. What have I been saying?
So they have Kylie and Danny.
Kylie and Danny.
They don't have Danny or Kylie song, and then they have a Danny song, and then
and
they have
then
a
they
Kylie
have
song.
What is this? Very disappointing. Very disappointing with that.
Obviously, from what we're saying, Maxi goes home. Very, very, very sad to see Maxi go. Kidda won the challenge. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
Kidda won the challenge, which was great. I think Kidda was very well deserved. Kidda's was the best.
A very deserving win. If you'd like to subscribe, press the bell button.
No, subscribe button.
Oh, press the subscribe button.
And then the bell button.
And then the bell button.
Please leave a comment down below if you let us know what your thoughts of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under episode 6 and the season so far. What you think of our reviews and our videos.
Any questions?
Any questions you have?
Thank you, patrons, for being our patrons. And
what is Patreon? Can they join? Who's this? What's Patreon?
you can join our Patreon by supporting us at our... wait a minute.
At patreon.com/StarBayEsther. Link is in the description box below. Thank you very much to our current patrons going across the screen right now. If you would like to join and become one of Esther's Starlet, please do. You get access to behind the scenes content of our YouTube channel, our life, our business. Plus, you can learn wig styling through my tutorials that are on there.
And share the video. Share it, like it. Show some people some, some fun. My beautiful face.
Yeah.
And how beautiful I look. My titties.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye!
See you in the next video.
Someone's phone's ringing. Is your...
Film?
Oh.
It's a film?